AVC, Steve here, FlipSideCT. Thanks for joining me. Last show I showed was a vinyl record show. And guess what? Another one this past Sunday in New Haven, Connecticut. And before I jump into that and show my finds, I did last video was who the heck is this, and what I'm going to do that same thing right now. Do another little clip of showing, letting you hear a solo and see if you can figure out who the artist, who the band is, or the song, whatever. See if you recognize it. The only thing I'll say is, compared to the last video, this is similar geography of this. Well, I'll just leave it at that as the last one. So here we go. Okay, so I'll play a clip of who it actually is a little later. So at the show, I got there at the opening, not early bird, $3 to get in, $10 if you're there an hour before, which I just feel I didn't need to do that this time. And you know, when I go to the shows, I do a lot of listening. Sometimes you just hear just stupid stories, stupid fluff, but sometimes you hear some other stories. So one guy next to me was telling a vendor that his friend actually bought Al Cooper's record collection from him and went to see him and buy it. And he was saying that Al Cooper, all his records didn't have sleeves. They were all just put into the cover. And also on the records themselves, his name was written out in pen on each album. So that's kind of fine. Al Cooper with a K being the keyboardist, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Mike Bloomfield, the organist, organ player. Anyway, so knew the vendors here at the show, good ones mostly, and a few just ones I don't even want to deal with. And had some fun. Spent let's see, I got there at 9 and I was home at 1. So good times. Ran into VC members. I'll mention one a little later. And so, as I mentioned, I'm reading Peter Hook, New Order's, his new book, and I needed a New Order album. This one, this is Low Life, and I just wanted it for the collection. One thing I always wanted to know, and of course, as I found out in the book, was there conflict and singing conflicts, I should say, with Ian Curtis and Bernard Barney, they call him, was it Sumner, who sings for New Order. Did he want to sing for Joy Division, and did he try? But apparently it seems like he didn't, because when Ian was a driving force of all the songs, all of the lyrics, and there was an empty gap when he was gone. So when they recorded, they did mostly instrumentals at first. And there was one song where Peter Hook, the bass player, Bernard, Barney, and another guy who was in with the band, all three of them put vocals on a track. It was one track. And what happened was Bernard wanted to re-record his track, and what happened was all the other vocals were erased and was just his voice. And they realized, let's just keep him as the singer, and that's how it happened. Bernard didn't want to sing and play guitar because it was very hard for him. So his guitar style changed from Joy Division to New Order. And that's the reason why, because of him doing the lead singing, and also just wanted to have the natural rhythm going. So that was it. Just wanted to share that with you. I thought that was interesting. I wanted to know. So this album's called, speaking of Joy Division, this is Closer, UK original pressing. Has some brown stains on here. Again, I don't care. Love the vinyl in here. Really good. Brandon is a VC member who always meet up. great guy, so knowledgeable, must have a kick-ass collection. Pristine is always what he buys, but we always run into each other and we talk and bullshit, and have a good time. And I was going through one of the last vendors, and I was going through his collection. About 75% of the collection were bootlegs, things I never saw before. I say mostly never saw. I can't remember. I apologize for all the. I know Bowie was in there. Patti Smith was in there. These were all high-end bootlegs. They weren't just shabby, recording ones. And there was one I was really interested in, Mott the Hoople Live, 1974, Santa Monica, California, in the tour. Didn't want to spend $40-ish, whatever it was, $35. So I started, I saw Brandon and I called him over. I said, check these albums out. So we went through them all together and it was really fun. But we're like, damn, we wish we had more money. It was at the end. But I did find one record, and it's the Rolling Stones. This is Each Stone Unplugged. When it comes to outtakes, they're all over the YouTube. And, outtakes are just different versions of a song. I love outtakes from the Stones. Hear acoustics, different singing, whatever, guitars, sound, and love the opportunity to have a great quality record from 2009. And this has songs like You Can't Always Get What You Want, Dead Flowers, Country Honk, Without the Fiddle Playing. Those little things are taken out, added. But let's give a listen to one song here that one of my favorites. And this is if those of you who haven't heard this, you might like this.
You got the silver, you got the gold, you got the diamonds from the mine, but that's alright. Yeah, I'll bite it. What will I do when I'm thirsty? I'm hungry too. I'm feeling foolish, that's for sure.
So you got the silver, of course, sung by Keith, but this was Mick's try at it, which was good. Hey, though, I take Keith. I think there was some guitar work in there, but You Gotta Move, all down the line, different versions, and here's another one.
All the other patients say they've never seen a man with such pain. Tell me, Sister Morphine, when are you coming round again? Why does the doctor have no face? Oh, I just can't.
Of course, Ry Cooder, Sister Morphine, different guitar work. Just great stuff for me. I love these outtakes, and I'll hopefully get some more. Bill Haley, original, Decca, rocking the oldies. Just been wanting a Bill Haley album. Got it.
Well, it's too late, and then you're in such a terrible state, like the moon jumped over the cow. Hey diddle, that's the way the dipsy doodle works. When you think that you're crazy, you're the victim of the dipsy doodle. But it's not.
There's a vendor who was there. His name is Mike Schutzman. He owns Slip Disc Records. I may have talked about him before in Valley Stream, New York. I know some of you know who he is. Went out of business. There was a documentary on Slip Disc documentary, if you look it up on YouTube. He does show promotions. I talked about his shows. And he's just great. When you hit a vendor who just really is a pleasure, you don't mind spending and getting turned on to music, he turns me on. So, for example, I was looking for Iggy Pop and Metallic album, a live album. I picked one up out of his great collections that he had, And he says, you don't want that one. You want the double album, which you get more for. So he turns me on to new music. One of the things he asked me about was, did you ever hear about this band? Combine the Stranglers and the Damned, and you get the Depressions, 1978. They've been around since 1975. A band from Brighton, playing a lot of pub rock, post-punk. These guys are just exactly what he said, and love their sounds. This is a reissue. He had the real album. He didn't push it on me at all. Definitely more money. This is Beat Generation is the label, but the Depression. So let's give a listen.
Hey, consider the life of a poor white kid living on dreams. He's just a boy, just an innocent toy, so it seems. Yes, she treats me like a dog. She keeps me in the attic, tries to change me up. She's gonna change and never. I'm a good boy now. Change and never. Really show me how. Change and never.
So there's a vendor that I know, and we talk about the blues. And one thing that with the blues, people know, hey, the repetition of it, the 1-4-5 blues progression, can be boring to some folks. When you get to the blues of England, these guys came from a background of skiffle, klezmer, jazz, and then they learned the blues. So they got a different twang, different twists. History of the Blues, this is a Sire double album. Just great artists on here. I've never seen this. Sire Records. It's got things like Rod Stewart, Jack Bruce, and Peter Green playing Ansley Dunbar. It's got the Groundhogs. It's got Chicken Shack, Savoy Brown. It's got Ginger Baker in here. It's got Yardbirds. A lot of obscure things. Really cool album. Look this up. I don't want to go through it all here, but look it up. Sire, History of British Blues, Volume 1. Let's go see what song that was and see if you hit it spot on or if you didn't get it.
Or another, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna win ya. I'll get ya one way.
So Blondie, One Way or Another, 1978. She actually wrote that song with, I think, Nigel, the bass player, about a stalker, a real stalker, an old boyfriend who just wouldn't leave her alone. So it was a cool song. I just love it. I remember when it came out, saw her in concert for Parallel Lines, and that was just such a memorable show. And it's on video. I've watched it, the actual in Asbury Park Convention Center. Amazing that I could go watch that now. I'll say that one. Harvey Mandel. This is his first one. Talked about him. Played with Canned Heat. Did the Stones. Hot Stuff. Played with Barry Goldberg. But this is his first. Cristo Redentor, meaning Christ the Redeemer. Instrumental album. Cool album. This is the album when your friend comes over and that you haven't seen for a long time and sleeping over and you're up late at night. You put this on. Instrumental album and fun. Last one, The Cure, Faith. their third one. This is what the album's about, this cover. Say No More, you're a Cure fan. You get it, you know it, you love it. What can I say? That's about it, VC. Thank you for watching. New subscribers, you've been joining. Thank you. I just got to let you know that. And current people subscribing and commenting, totally appreciated. It is great when you get some comments. You know people are out there. So thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you.